Yeah. Yeah. Let me fix myself up a little bit.
Speed it up.
Alright, look, let's get into it. The Raptors won. Yes, they did again. Thank you for watching. Yeah, my friends. Welcome. Please subscribe. I feel really cool. I feel alive. Back again.
No, we're not gonna go back again. we're not going back.
I got bars and you guys are hated, man.
Are you guys?
You guys are hated, man.
Listen, I'm his brother, but I have to ask you guys something. Is somebody out here motivating this guy, telling are one of you subscribers out here, one of our lovely subscribers, telling this guy to continue going like he's doing good? If you're personally DMing him, telling him to keep it up,
run back the beat, man.
Stop doing it.
Yo, DJ, run back the beat.
For the sake of the culture, stop. Wow.
Thanks again, my friend, because you guys are like my friends, right? If you're watching, what?
Why don't you just speak it and instead of going on a beat? Just speak like
because
man,
I need the beat. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to do my thing on the beat.
All right. Good morning, everyone.
Yo, let's get into it.
This is the Bryan Bros.
Welcome back to the Bryan Brothers podcast. I thank you for tuning in, man. If you're tuning in this morning, or whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you.
We definitely do.
We really do, man. And thanks for listening to my bars. If you're saying that they're garbage, like, that's fine. But I know that they're fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm next up.
I felt like I had like brain freeze without drinking anything cold just now. So don't freeze my brain again, sir.
I'll never do that again. Never.
We have proof. To all my people out there that's a part of the gang, y'all already know we spoke about this before.
Okay, man, that's enough.
All right, let's just move forward because this is gonna stay on my mind for a while.
Thank you guys for tuning in again to the Bryan Brothers podcast.
Definitely. So, getting into game 3, or should we say game 4? Sorry, my French is off. I'm sounding Catterer. Yeah,
get it right, because if you're watching this and you speak French,
all my French people don't ban me.
Don't criticize this guy, man. Don't crush him in the comment section.
Yeah, I said game 3.
But let's get into it. We had game 4 last night.
Orlando tried to pull like the rabbit out the hat.
Yeah,
and they absolutely got a bag of rocks. Like, they got dealt with disgustingly again.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, we're bringing it home to finish it off. We're up now 3-1.
Yo, we gotta go to that game. Like, we have to go to that game.
Yeah.
Either the square, Raptors Square, Jurassic Park, whatever you guys call it, or I want to be at the game. Not necessarily nosebleeds.
Just to be a part of the atmosphere.
Yeah, just to be a part of the atmosphere. And, so let's get into it, man. The Raptors had some action.
So, we definitely were putting in work. First quarter, we're off to a 7. Well, Orlando side. I'm about to say we were. We kind of started off a little bit slow.
Very. It's a playoff game. They came out gunning. Like, they brought, the fight to us.
They went on 7-0 run. They were pretty much trying to get that energy. Like I was saying before, they're going to play with desperation. They were definitely trying to get everyone clicking. But Orlando, for some reason, has a hard time of like keeping that pace. We've pretty much like look at film and now it's like, okay, we got everything figured out now. They had it going on, but then we came right back around. We had some defense going on. We had some spacing. Danny Green started off with a nice little 3.
Yeah, he helped close off that run because they were literally pushing the ball, guys.
Yeah.
They were getting out in transition, just attacking the rim. And the Raptors were kind of struggling to fight to get that first basket. Danny Green came up, pulled the 3, and it was like, thank you.
It was very good that was happening. I seen Spicy hit like a nice alley-oop lay. You know? And that was all looking good and clean. Mark was definitely getting
everybody involved
with the touches. Also, I would say on my perspective of it, Lowry had a quiet but impactful game this game. He was aggressive when he needed to be. He made his shots he needed to be. Yep. Most importantly, though, his hands were very active. Had a couple of steals, so that was looking good. Kawhi definitely continued.
Yeah, this was Kawhi's game.
We found out, like everybody else, that this guy was sick. But the even crazier thing about it was, he said, "There's no complaints from me because we just got to get business done. Like I'm not gonna leave that as an excuse."
And no time for excuses, man.
He put in work. That was looking good. I seen Siakam was like a mismatch for like a lot of people up in the post.
Yeah, especially Fournier. There was a specific play where Kyle Lowry had the ball at the top of the 3-point line, and he passed it to Siakam. Siakam was backing down Fournier for a minute, and then the shot clock was running, and he figured, you know what, maybe I'll just pass it off. Kyle Lowry threw it right back to him, and then Siakam gave him a nice little sweep, easy dunk, just blew right by him. So, like you're saying, most of the matchups for him are a mismatch.
It was a very good look on that behalf because Siakam looked like he couldn't be stopped. That floater once again.
Yeah,
the quickness. He's definitely very quick for a power forward, small forward position that he would play. Definitely looked very good. Even though Orlando was still trying to hold a lead, we ended up from when one point of the first quarter was coming up with a 17-4 run. We were definitely having that energy and that firepower going on throughout the first.
Kawhi had 8 of those points, so it was pretty amazing. And you've seen early on, Vujovic was really trying to make his presence be felt. Even though Marc Gasol was guarding him, he was still getting his shots. He was working it in the paint. And you can see from the previous games, he was getting shut down by Marc. And you can tell the coaching staff is like, listen, we're in the playoffs. You cannot let this guy shut you down. Get back to what you do. Get back to playing your game, and we need some production from you. And that's what he did early on. He started scoring the basketball, had his hands really effective, crashing the boards, and just, making his presence be felt, which we didn't see in the other games because Marc had his hands just, on the defense and just wrapping him up. So he definitely was showing some good signs earlier.
Definitely all over the place with it. Getting into, like, second quarter, so to say, the game was still close somewhat, but I noticed right away one guy that we usually like to be, I won't say harsh, but we like to be a little bit detailed with in the style of play was Norman Powell. Norman right away, he was getting his touches. Norman had a couple of threes during the game, but one thing, even going with the second quarter, Norman, like we know, has a lot of energy.
Yeah.
That guy was getting to the paint.
He was definitely driving.
Norm's lay game was very good. He was lay game. Shout out to Filet. But he was getting a lot of lays. That was looking really nice. Sergi was coming alive. He was getting it inside. Yep. He was also hitting from outside too. Sergi, when we needed him, was definitely looking really assertive.
He definitely showed up.
After when Sergi was even getting inside, Powell came back with a 3. I was like, yes,
thank
Powell,
God.
like, let's go. And Kawhi, like we said, took over the whole game.
Yup.
His mid-range, his fadeaways were looking like just on point.
He was just backing down Aaron Gordon like he was in the paint, and he just kept on fading away and just knocking down the jumper consistently, fighting his way into the paint, bullying guys. And I like when he backs his way down into the paint and there may be 2 defenders, but he stays confident. Pump fakes, tries the right side, tries the left side. Sorry. And just waits and then gets the ball up and then he finishes. I love to see that from Kawhi when he's just down in the paint and aggressive. Doesn't matter how big you are. He's still going up. He's going to draw the contact, get the foul, and just continue. And it clearly showed in the second quarter, we outscored Orlando 30-16. So the Raptors were definitely rolling and they were just pressing forward. It was really good to watch.
It was like after first quarter, seemed like it was getting close. We made our adjustments, and we definitely made a surge and a push. And even with that, just in addition of Leonard, every time he was in the paint too, and he looked like it was like a little bit too much, like let me not try to just throw up something.
Yeah.
He kicked that out right away.
Kicked it out. And it was really good because like the previous game, he was forcing the shot. And he definitely did not have to do that. And it was really good to watch. And the next thing I want to point out is Terrence Ross. You guys are like, okay, well, what about Orlando? Like, what were they saying? You guys know when Terrence Ross comes in, it's time to get some baskets up. It's time to get some jump shots. So the Raptors did an excellent job. I mean, excellent job of running the 3-pointers off of the line. They didn't let Ross get the ball and feel comfortable and just let him rise up and shoot. Lowry was running him off the line. Fred VanVleet was running him off, always getting a hand up in his face, not fouling, allowing him to come down off of his jump shot. Because we see that with so many jump shooters, especially James Harden. Go watch all his games, go watch all the playoff games with James Harden or all the reviews. And you see, when he shoots that ball, the defender's all the way up in his space. If they don't hit his hand, then they're in his space when he lands, and that's when he falls. So Raptors did an excellent job of not getting in Terrence Ross's space, letting him come down off of the shot, and getting a hand right in his grill. I just think it was perfect. And like we said, in order for the Raps to do an excellent job, shut down Vujovic. Take away his paint points. Vujovic, and Terrence Ross, run him off the three-point line. DJ Augustine, contain him. And I think Raps easily get the W if they can do those couple things.
Well, definitely in addition with that, those things are definitely made important. But one guy that was trying to make a surge and looked like he was trying to get it going was Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon was definitely
I forgot about him.
Very desperate.
I forgot.
Another guy that we kind of forgot about, not really to say that we forgot, but Evan Fournier. He had a silent couple games. He definitely was trying to be assertive. He was knocking down some shots too, getting some good looks. He was playing a little bit more aggressive this game, knowing that he wasn't that effective in Game 3. So he also tried to make a surge. But our defense, when we really start clamping down, we get into the heads, and you can kind of just see how we take Orlando out of that game, and they just felt very, I don't want to say low, but they were feeling very irritated.
And it showed.
That was definitely good. But in addition, with how we were playing, Lowry swung a pass to Pascal. And I just want to say this. It seems like Pascal's picking up a little bit of like that quick catch and shoot type of thing lately.
It is.
I'm like, he's a lot of things I've been seeing him baseline or whatever, and it's like times running kind of close. The shot clock, Lowry I've seen give it to him a couple of times.
And he doesn't bring the ball down to actually set up. Yeah, he just keeps it up and just fully releases it.
Like, he has a quick release. Like, Siakam's showing honesty.
It's an IQ.
Like, he's that guy. He's flourishing. Honestly, man. Right, man. Pascal had a nice 16. Definitely looking good. But yeah, moving on though. The end of the second quarter, we were up by 18. It was a wrap, pretty much. Not fully in the bag, but the first half. Going into the third, Larry was making the shots when needed. He was giving the ball to Kawhi again, which Kawhi started to like take over once again.
Kawhi was just going hard, man.
That was definitely a thing. Larry was looking out for more people, looked out for Danny. Danny had a 3. We also seen that the defense was actually really good at that point. I seen a play where Danny was very active with his hands, which led to a fast break play. Aaron Gordon, by that time, was like, okay, I got to make a push now.
It's time to turn it up, because everybody else was completely shut down. Vujovic shut down. DJ Augustine was quiet. I don't even know how many points DJ Augustine had. It would surprise me if he scored over 10 points, which I don't think he did. But, everybody was basically shut down. But Aaron Gordon, he kept driving the ball. He was getting some nice looks. He was knocking down all his jump shots. And he was trying to make a push, man. And then Terrence Ross hit that buzzer beater, remember? This was going into the third quarter.
He definitely...
Again.
It was like...
Again.
Come on. Like, when he's really, like... I feel like when he was like,
reaching.
A pressured moment...
Yeah.
Definitely did it. Relaying back to Aaron Gordon... He had 16 in the third. That guy was definitely trying to let the guys know, like, we got to do something. But everybody else around was getting locked. We were switching on our guys, picking up on the open man. We weren't letting anything go by. But Terrence Ross, once again, is hitting that half-court buzzer. This is probably like the second time this series that he's done that.
He's actually skilled, and it's really surprising, man, because on the Raptors, like we talked about before when he played for us, he was just really quiet. He would just sit in that on the baseline and just wait for that ball and just shoot it when he got it. I mean, he could pull up and hit a jumper when he needed to, but I guess it just goes back to finding the team that has a system that suits you, that fits you.
True.
Because when you find that, then you can actually flourish and you can work on your game and know how and exactly when to do what you need to do and do it effectively.
That's true.
So I think that was amazing. Let's get into some stats here.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's talk about Lowry. Lowry's game was kind of quiet. Played 39 minutes, had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 for 8 from the field, and shot 2 for 5 in 3-point shooting. Which the 3-point shooting, sorry, before I let you go, in the regular season he would shoot way more 3-point shots, and in the playoffs he's kind of dialed it down. I guess he just wants to be more efficient in what he's doing. But if he was shooting the ball so well in the regular season, I think he should continue to do that because we need that from him.
See, my opinion, Larry had a big game to me. Even though
he had 9 points.
You know what though? The shots when he needed to make them, from the threes to dribble penetration, kicking it out to the guys, everything he was doing to me was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
the bigger stat out of all that he dropped with the 9, 4, and 9 was also one thing we forgot to add was he had 4 steals. He had his hands on the ball.
I take it back.
After from getting a steal.
I take that back, Kyle. Good job.
After from getting a steal, he was pushing it down the court.
Yeah.
Fast break was definitely effective in this game. Once we get a steal, we run. We are definitely a running team.
Yeah.
And we are number 1 from what it was saying from stats before on making points off of steals.
Yeah.
And once we have these active hands, which Lai was doing, that changed the game completely. He made big plays when it mattered. So to me, 9 points to a lot of people would be like it's not enough.
Yeah, but he affected the game in other ways.
Exactly. That's what a true player is. So shouts out to Lai for that. Getting into some more stats if you want to get into, or how do you feel?
Let's go into more stats. So Kawhi, he played 35 minutes. And shout out Kawhi Leonard for turning it up. 34 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He shot 12 for 20 from the field. And he was 2 for 5 in 3-point shooting. This was his game to say, listen, I am the leader of this team, and I'm going to lead us to some great places. Maybe a championship. Maybe the finals. We'll see where that goes. But his performance right now, he's delivering right now. So he's delivering.
Player of the night. With that being said, too, we, like we're saying, defense was on point. Larry had 4 steals. We also had 6 blocks. We had 2 from Leonard, 1 from Siakam, another one from Ibaka. We had 2 from Gasol. Like I was saying, hands being active creates a lot more opportunities and stops. And that was also a thing that was crazy about it, because even leading into the fourth, that didn't even feel like too much pressure. We were up 14.
We were coasting into the fourth quarter, guys.
Norman was back on his driving game.
Yeah.
Go. My bad.
2 things that I want to share here quickly about Norman Powell. This is what I'm kind of getting from watching his game. He has the skills necessary to play in the NBA. He definitely does. He can shoot the ball. He can drive. He's fast. He can make, he's decisive. He makes good decisions with the ball. But I feel like he gets too stuck in his mind. He gets too stuck. He overthinks things. When you're coming off of a screen and the jump shot is right there, all of a sudden he just attacks the paint and he always drives to the right side. If you read the scouting report on him, you can easily shut him down. It's not hard. Every time he goes for a layup, I feel like they know exactly what he's going to do. But I'm not trying to knock him. I'm just trying to say that he's a good player, but he needs to get out of his mind. Because I remember one play, he came around the screen, he calls for a pick, he goes around it, and then he pulled up for a jump shot. And it just looks so effortless. And I'm like, Norman, shoot that shot. You have it.
Confidence.
You gotta switch up your game, and you gotta get out of your mind, because he can make shots. He can, but it's just the type of shots that he's taking by getting trapped up in his mind. Like, let me just be aggressive and go for the layup. You gotta switch it up, because that's it's not really working in your favor at this point. I know it sounds like I'm nagging, but I'm not. I'm just trying to say he's a good player, and he needs to do switch things up. Pick and pop, go for the shot, start cutting to the basket, do different things, because he's a really good player and he can be effective.
You know what I think, though? This is my opinion.
Go ahead.
I feel.
What do you guys think? Sorry to cut you off. What do you guys think about Norman Powell in terms of being stuck in his mind and his game? Do you think he's just super, inconsistent? He's not. up to par. What do you guys think? For me, I just think he's stuck in his mind. He needs to switch things up and just calm down. Let his game come to him.
My thing is,
what do you guys think?
Just to keep it real brief, I think he just plays too fast. He's a little bit too fast, which causes other things because he had some. His driving was on point. If it's not broken, don't fix it. The driving was on point.
And this game, yes, it was. This game,
but I felt sometimes maybe it was just a little bit too quick on doing certain moves or driving too fast. So if he slows it down and lets the game come to him in that sense, it'll be more easier. Know when you can explode and take off and when not. So.
But don't just always explode, because then the defense will read that. He's going to go to the right. He's going to try to explode to the right and get that layup and draw the contact. And they read that.
Definitely. So in that sense, my opinion is just slow it down. But honestly, on this game, no worries about that. We definitely played really good. Norman was doing this thing on the drive game. Kawhi was bullying on the drive himself too. Raptors, even so the game was coming close to an end, we're still putting pressure. Larry got another steal, which led to a pass from, I forgot who passed it, but it ended up with, to me, the game was done when Siakam, off that steal, Siakam came in and threw out an alley. I was like, okay, that was like the exclamation point. Game was done.
Oh, yeah, and Orlando they were just frustrated, man. Like, you could see Terrence Ross at one point just punched the ball in the air after the whistle went off, and it was just done. So
they weren't hitting anything.
No, in terms of Orlando scores, they only had 3 people that were in double digits. And Aaron Gordon was the leader of the team. He played 38 minutes, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, shot 10 for 17 from the field, and he was 2 for 6 in 3-point shooting. And that's just not going to be enough to overcome the Raptors team at this point. We're rolling, we're ready, and the time is now.
It definitely is. Just to relay also like how you gave the breakdown in the second quarter. Fourth quarter, we crushed them 25-15. Was not enough. As you can tell, like you said, just to carry on for what you're saying about 3-pointing. Orlando shot 7 for 33. Did not hit nothing at all. They were pretty much cold. It kind of just showed the proof in the pudding. We were going crazy with points in the paint. We had 50 points, which obviously outdid Orlando's 36. 45 rebounds. As you can tell, we were more aggressive, which outdid the 34 from Orlando. Overall, we had that mentality, like I was saying. Orlando's going to play desperation, but we need to be just as desperate so we can close this at home, and we don't got to go to Orlando to see you again. So, shout out to the Raptors, 107-85 Orlando.
Capped it off, guys.
Hey, we're bringing it home. So, good job, guys.
Round of applause for the Raptors.
Good job, man.
Moving on, there was some other action in the NBA. Let's get into it.
My beard, do you ever get beard itch? Just a random thing.
Yeah, sometimes. Cause
I wonder how James Harden feels about this. James, have you ever seen this? Does your beard get itchy a lot and you just want to stick your hand in your beard and itch it? But random thought. We'll scratch that one. So, the C's and the Pacers.
Celtics and Indiana.
Celtics were going for the sweep. That game was pretty much not one-sided.
They were battling back and forth, but at the end of the day, man, Kyrie Irving is an all-star. You got Jaylen Brown, sorry.
Jaylen Brown was playing nice this game. He continued off where he left off of Tatum.
Yeah, Jason Tatum. Sorry, I said Jaylen Brown.
It's okay.
Tatum, because he's just next up. Gordon Hayward. You got Al Horford. The whole team is stacked. They're ready to go.
I felt that this was like Hayward's game. Being a guy where he was basically at home in Indiana, he was definitely I felt like he had like a sense of joy doing this. It was like, I'm at home.
I'll put you guys away.
I'm playing against my guys. Might more where I'm from.
I'm just gonna sweep you guys away nicely. Yeah.
So he pulled out. He was trying to pull out the broom, but somebody else said, "You know what? I'm going to snap your broom in half because you're really getting me very vexed." And in the second quarter, Miles Turner.
Slam of the night?
Yeah, dunk of the night.
Yeah.
All
dunk
over the hometown boy.
Dunk of the
Hayward. Year. I understand that you're making a great comeback from your injury, but right away you cannot jump
get out
with a
the
man
way,
like Miles,
man.
Don't do that.
Just get out the way, man.
Miles,
my gosh,
a body, and that was like, wow. Like, I jumped up when I watched that play. Like,
slam of the night, Miles Turner. You get the slam of the night.
You caught a body. Yeah, just keep it straightforward. But
so, let's get into some stats for the Boston Celtics. Kyrie Irving played 37 minutes, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 for 13 from the field, and didn't make any 3-pointers, but that's okay. He still balled.
I do want to give another one.
Go ahead.
Another award for the night. I feel Kyrie had sauce for the night.
Yes, he did.
Thaddeus Young. Don't understand you're trying to play D, but when you see the in, out,
it's
cross,
time to back up.
Just
back up.
Put the hand in the face if anything.
Yeah.
But he had you frozen.
Yeah.
And then he finished off with the hard cross and then the jump shot.
That's classical, boy.
That's
classical.
Yeah. What type of classical would you say?
Honestly, like
I felt like it was Alfredo for me.
Yeah, that was Alfredo.
Alfredo
for sure.
pasta.
That was Alfredo. My God.
You could probably pour like a whole like you probably put the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, not even just the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing was poured in because he finished the play at the end, so it was extra saucy.
He made pasta for the family, man, with that. So
seen the bench was all reenacting that. I was Thaddeus, I'm sorry, man, but
so that was the game, man. Boston Celtics 110-106. And they cleaned that series up, guys.
Celtics actually did the job. One more point I just want to give out. The starting team, the starters had 53 points. The bench of the Celtics had 49. That's the starting and the bench putting up that much. They kind of just OD'd on Pacers. But you know what? Next year, you guys, Pacers...
Victor will be back.
Something to look forward to, man.
Again.
So
they have a solid foundation.
Hey, you had a good season, man. Shout out to the Pacers.
Moving on to the next one.
We'll
move on to Golden State Warriors and Clippers. Yeah.
I'll get straight into it. This is something I want to say. We know that Curry can see clearly now.
Yeah, he can.
But he's still human. Because, you're not going to expect a perfect game or the craziest game the whole time. He had foul trouble, kind of like his last game where he was in foul trouble. He only had 12 points, 10 rebounds, which was good, 7 assists.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. But the scary thing about Golden State is if one guy has a bad night, you got
a bunch of superstars,
a bunch of guys that can snap.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Your other splash brother, Klay Thompson, had 32.
Bros.
The man had 17 by half, 27. Sorry, he was lights out, 6 for 9 in threes. Kevin Durant
just took over. Literally the whole game, he was rolling.
He honestly was lights out.
Yeah.
It's hard to stop when those guys are playing lights out, but what makes it even more of a thing to me is they noticed from the past other games, Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams are trying to be big boys in
those
this.
Are the main guys they're going to produce for
Beverly will take care of the defense and put in his stuff.
And cheese Kevin Durant and Steph,
you cheese the wrong guys, and then on top of it now, Montrez and those guys were definitely trying to say we're gonna carry our guys with the rest of the Clippers and do our thing. Shouts to Gallinari too.
Yeah, Gallinari was going to work.
Shea Gilgeous was definitely doing good too. He had a nice 25 2-2. But when you're shutting down, like I was saying, when you're shutting down guys like Lou Will having 12 points, you're shutting down Harrell, which had 10.
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be a lot hard to make that comeback.
Shameik can only dig as much as he could dig out with the 3-point shooting.
Shameik was trying to do his thing, but you know what? Gallinari was also trying to, but they just got overpowered. They came close. They were making their runs and coming close.
Clay was just lights out. This guy's I don't know. I don't understand.
You know what? Even too. Let me just give a little bit of backsplash from this. Backsplash, Splash Brothers. Clay. They asked Klay Thompson, what is it that you basically, I'm just gonna run up. I don't know word per word, but they're saying what did you do to kind of get yourself ready for the game or anything like that?
Yeah.
And this guy's talking about
playing volleyball, jumping in the wall, the whole shit.
What?
To reset his mind. Yeah, it's it's kind of crazy that that's some of the things that he had to do to reset his mind. I mean, just do whatever you got to do to get yourself back in the game. I think that's all that matters. If you gotta play volleyball, if you gotta jump in the ocean to reset your mind frame so that you can shoot better, do that.
He kept it real. It is mental. It has been part of that.
So Klay Thompson played 40 minutes. He had 32 points, 1 rebound, no assists, 12 for 20 from the field, and 6 for 9 in 3-point shooting.
Yep.
Which is what they needed to slap the Clippers. I mean, Kevin Durant played 38 minutes, 33 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. 12 for 21 from the field, and he was 3 for 6 in 3-point shooting. Might I just say, that guy's game is just, it's unexplainable.
Turns up.
I gotta close my eyes when I say that. It's unexplainable. The way he just crosses back and forth into a pull-up jumper over anybody. I don't care how tall you are or how good on defense you are.
His eyes cold.
Splash. And again, Stephen Curry had a quiet night, sir. 35 minutes, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. He shot 3 for 14 from the field, and he was 1 for 9 in 3-point shooting. Hey. But he has his brothers, and they all can perform at any given time.
Shout out to Shea from the Clippers, man. That's kind of this guy right there. He was looking nice.
He put in work, man. Let's get into his stats because he definitely tried his best. Everybody else was kind of quiet. So for the game, he played 31 minutes, 25 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 9 for 15 from the field, and he was 3 for 5 in 3-point shooting. Great job.
Definitely.
You did what you can do. Now let's hope that the Warriors don't blow a 3-1 lead, because if they do, Instagram is going to ruin them.
Yikes.
Like, Instagram is...
seen that before.
Instagram is going to kill you guys if you guys ruin that lead, man.
Don't do that, guys.
So,
but yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah. Guys. So, again, Golden State Warriors coming on top, 113-105. Yeah. On to the next one, the last game for last night, which we tuned into.
You know what? I'm just going to be straight up.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to rant, but I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, oh yeah, this one is I won't say anything. I'll let you.
This is a PSA right now.
Don't kill me.
Russell, this is your boy. This is your number 1 fan. This is your dog. My name is Jamal Bryan, and I have to tell you today.
One half of the TheBryanBrothers.
One half of the TheBryanBrothers. And I need to let you know today that yesterday's game in the second half was unacceptable, my brother. 0 for 7? 0 for 7? Really? Really, yeah. Bro? 0 for 7? I don't even want to yell. I just want to talk to you calmly.
Have a heart-to-heart with him, right?
Just have a heart-to-heart right now.
Yeah, I get it.
I need you to be like Klay and go in the ocean, go play volleyball, spend some time with the youngin and the wife. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, do something.
To get back, because we need you.
Wait, do you think it's maybe like the way he's dressing or that's on point? Because I don't know, man. I think he should just come in like a tux.
I'm 50-50 with his styles.
Yeah.
I'm still in the mood.
He should just come in like a tux, like a regular, dress shirt, some nice shoes, nice dress pants.
Something. But
just keep it, yeah, because...
You know what? I got to be honest. Lillard and McCollum are definitely dangerous.
He went to work,
Them two combined had 51 points, okay? 11 assists and dropped 9 3-pointers combined.
Oh my gosh!
What more do you want me to say? Lillard had 15 in the third.
Yeah.
What more can I really say? I would love to elaborate and go off about this.
Yeah.
But this was just honestly another performance of greatness by
Lillard and McCollum.
And the Blazers, because even Harkless had 15 and 10. Aminu dropped 19.
And yeah, let's get into Dame stats and CJ, because let's see where things went wrong for OKC. Damian Lillard played 41 minutes, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. He shot 7 for 19 from the field, and he was 4 for 8 in 3-point shooting. Wes, you got to D up, man. You got to D up. And CJ McCollum played 42 minutes, 27 points, 4 rebounds. Are you gonna be okay? And 3 assists. He shot 10 for 20 from the field. And he was 5 for 9 in 3-point shooting.
You know what? There is some good news I will say right now.
Ouch.
Paul George had 32 and 10.
Are you okay?
I'm not okay. So I'm gonna get hurt. This is why my voice sounds like this right now. Dennis Schroeder had 17 3 and 3.
Yeah.
But my hero,
Wes,
he let me down.
He played 40 minutes, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 for 21 from the field, and 2 for 7 for 3-point shooting. And PG, let's get into PG stats. Paul George played a good game, 37 minutes, 32 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 for 21 from the field, and 4 for 10 in 3-point shooting.
Westbrook.
Somebody's got to wake Westbrook up because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose the series, and a lot of fans are gonna be pissed because Paul George coming back was supposed to be an addition to what Westbrook was already doing.
Westbrook, there's one guy that me and my brother's been talking about who you can call. If you're ever looking for somebody, call 1-800 or 1-800 Mama Mentality.
Mama Mentality. Just call
Mama Mentality,
and he can get you through this difficult point.
I want you to wake up at 4 a.m. at his door, ready for practice.
4 a.m.
You're gonna hit the weights. We're gonna go by and look over your
4
film.
a.m, boy.
Call me. I will come over too, and we can sort this all out.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
So Portland Trailblazers get the W, 111-98, and OKC's got to do a better job or else they're gonna lose. But that's just about it. That was all the games that were on for last night. We definitely enjoyed watching these games.
Yeah, we did.
I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Toronto, stand up, man. We're bringing this thing back home, and we're going to close out. For all you Raptors fans, turn up, man. We're getting some new merch.
It's coming.
We got some stuff coming.
It's still here.
We went to the Winners Corner. We enjoyed it. We got some new stuff. Oh yeah, we got the merch, man.
We got a little bit of
the merch.
We got something over here to show that we're gonna bring this home.
Yo,
we are gonna be the finals guys.
Crazy. Yo, you can get the Raptors to sign that up, man. He's excited.
We're going to bring this back to the boys. We're coming back for this.
Let's get it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
Man,
we are the Bryan Brothers.
We are the Bryan Brothers.
And we absolutely appreciate you
100%.
Guys. Subscribe. You.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
We see you.
You enjoyed this. Subscribe.
You smiled. Subscribe.
You had fun.
Subscribe.
You like the Bryan Brothers.
Subscribe.
All the best.
Love is love.
Take care of yourself. Yo.
Hey.